Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionAwareness.com. We're doing a training coaching video here for everybody. Here's a fact for you. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. Leading groups produce leading stocks. So what do we like to do? We like to look at leading stocks and leading groups. By and large, strength begets strength. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to buy a stock that's in the bottom of the group. Maybe it's going to turn. Why do that to yourself? Why not buy strength? You want to bet on a horse that's going to win the race? Bet on a horse that's been leading the race or near the top of the pack. That's what we do. So here we go. The number one group is electronic semiconductor equipment. It's group ranked number one. It was number one last week, also number one this week. Here's a couple of the stocks in the group, just to show you here. Teradyne looks decent. Grinding up. Notice the volume pickup here. That's nice to see. We like that. I'm going to clean a couple things off of here. There we go. Looks good. Group ranked, another stock in this group. Brooks Automation, that's easier for me to say. Just going sideways. Now catch this. This is the number two ranked stock in the group. Up on heavy volume, going sideways. What's one slight negative? It fell on a pickup in volume Friday. Is that the end of the world? No, it's still above the rising 8-day. But you like to see stocks going up on heavy volume and down on less. Here's another one. Integris. Now what catches your eye on this one? Let's refresh this to make sure. What catches your eye on this? Again, number three ranked stock in the group, relative strength 96. Goes up, drops right here. That's a negative. Watch this. We're going to make this more relevant for you. Here we go. Down right there. Is this something we're interested in now? No. Let's go to the next stock in the list. KLA Tencor, just grinding on up. That's nice to see. You like that. Just, again, number four stock in the group. Number five, Lam Research. Look at this. Just lifting across these tops. See that right there? What do you like about it? Here's the weekly. Here's the daily again. What do we like? That it went up on a pickup in volume. Some of the stocks in the group. Another leader in the group, Applied Materials, leading it on up. We like to see that. So that's the number one rated group. Let's go to the number two rated group and see what we've got here. How's that sound? Volkswagen, lifting on up. Number one ranked stock in the group. Now, what catches your eye on this? You can say, boy, that's a nice trend, but man, there's some gaps in this sucker. You're exactly right. Be careful when you see a lot of gaps. They're minor gaps, but they're gaps. And you just don't want to get caught on this kind of a gap. Am I saying that's going to happen? No. Just want to explain things. Number one ranked stock of the group. Race. Let me refresh this. Got a bad data point here. We're going to delete it. My apologies. There we go. Here's Race. It's the number two stock in the group. Number two stock in the number two group that's moved up in rank. Just going sideways. Look at this though. It runs up, it opens, reverses, and closes near the lows. This is a bar. Is this a great bar? No. The close is substantially below the open. It was met with selling pressure. Look what it does the next day. It gaps down. Now it's just going sideways. No really clean entry there. Fiat-Chrysler. Let me clean this one up for us. Here we are. What do you notice about this? Number two stock in the group. Just going sideways here. Fairly constructive. And again, the group ranks moved up from 77 to 62. Looks fine. Let's go to the weekly and see how it looks. We'll refresh it. There it is. A little pennant formation. Perhaps it'll go. Go back to the daily. Just going sideways. Maybe it'll take through these tops and lift. Again, it's number two group. Toyota Motor. Data bars in here. Here we go. There it is. Trending up. It's very gappy though. Look at all this. It's grinding up. It's grinding up, but there's a lot of gaps in here. You got to be careful with that. What's one plus? It gapped down, it fell, and it closed near its highs, bouncing off the 8-day. Started to lift up further. Is this a really clean, low-risk entry spot? No, it's not. You need to know that. CVCO, Cavco. We're in the next group here. Building, manufacturing, number one stock in the group. What catches your eye on this? It fell here on heavy volume. Look at this. Up on heavy volume, or above average. Down 2 days in a row on a pickup in volume. It was met with selling pressure. It hasn't done anything. Winnebago, right here. We'll refresh it to make sure. Winnebago had earnings. Gapped up there. How about that? Right there. Big gap up. Let's see if there's any news on it, shall we? This bar, got to make sure I get that right. That's the wrong bar. So we fix it. Just going sideways here. I'm checking on news on another data vendor, data source. No news here. Just going sideways. Fairly constructive. Next stock on the list, Thor. Just going sideways. What do you notice about it, folks? Don't overthink it. You can say, well, there's a nice shelf right there, Pat. I'm in agreement. But it fell on a pickup in volume, fairly heavy volume, on Friday. Nothing to do with it. LCI, delete this bar, bad data bar. And what's it doing? Just going sideways. By the way, you can say, oh, that's a green bar. That's a good bar. This is something we teach. Note the open, note the high, note the low, note the close. It closed below where it opened on a pickup in volume. It was met with selling pressure. Sky, top stock in a top group. How's that look to you? I don't know about to you, but to me that looks pretty dang choppy. I mean, that's bing, zing all over the place. We don't like that. Loose chart patterns are indicative of high investor emotions. We don't like high investor emotions, so be careful with that. Next group, Universal Forest Products. Delete that right there, and I did. This is building wood products. This is the number one stock in the group. It's going sideways right there. Hanging. Sorry about that. I just got a text here from Canada. Just going sideways. Looks fine. Perhaps it'll lift off there. Boise Cascade. Let me delete this bar. Just going sideways. No problems. Is it making any headway? No, it's not. Louisiana Pacific, going sideways. By the way, team, I just showed you 3 stocks in the same group. I'm going to show you again here. Is it doing anything? No. Is it doing anything? No. Is it doing anything? No. Now, am I saying, oh, the group's going to continue falling? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that at this point in time, nothing's happening. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Continue onward. Group rank 5, retail home furnishings. Restoration hardware. Look at this lift. Had news. Lifted off through here. See these tops right here? Heavy volume. That's great. What's one negative? The stock was 176 on Thursday, and here it is at 188. Could it keep on going? Yes. But are there people that own it down here and say, gee whiz, I'm up 12 points. I think I'm going to sell some. Maybe it will. Just be cognizant that there could be a little selling coming into it. But it is lifting off on good volume. Had news too. Sleep Number lifted off on heavy volume right here. Pulled back. Really not a great close on a pickup in volume. Nothing's really happening there. WMX. Let's see if we can get a chart here. No, that one's not going to work. Bear with me. We're going to go with this one. LPX. There it is. Going sideways, slipping a little bit. Is there anything to do with this now? No. Move on. WSM. Delete this bar. I like to clean up these charts. Lifting up, but there's really nothing special here. We'll have to leave it alone. And then Lazy Boy. That's a bad data point. Lifting up. No real clean entry. Team, what that is, those are stocks in the top 5 groups. Just to show you what's going on. I had sent out the group ranks and what they've done. Remember this. Leading groups produce leading stocks. It's a fact. It's what we look for. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I hope this helps you. Just frame things up a little bit. Systematize things. It's very important. Make your life easier, and I thank you very much.